Hello and welcome to Big Orbit Games unboxing video of the new Imperial Assault ISB Infiltrators Villain Pack. My name is Simon, I'll be doing the unboxing today. So what I'm going to do is open it up and show you what you get inside. I'm not going to give you like in-depth tactical review, but I'll just give you a general overview of what I like. So in this one we get two figures in here, this is hence why the big box. As always, a rule sheet, deployment cards, new condition card, side missions, agendas, command cards, 2 reward cards, 2 skirmish missions, ID tokens, and as always, ID stickers, because who doesn't have stickers? So, rather than me sitting and cutting this open on camera though, here's one I opened earlier. So, let's take a look inside and see what we get. Oh, one of the tokens has already popped out, it's a good start. So that's our little token sheet there. I'll get the figures out. So I'm not going to go through the figures just yet, I'll leave that till towards the end of the video, but they can stay there for a moment. So as always with FFG products, there's almost always tokens somewhere along the lines. Ooh, flicking them out everywhere. So here's your ID token, and as always you get some little stickers, ID stickers as well. The rule sheet, now this is something most people throw away. Please do not throw it away, it's very useful. And not only does it list down the components you get on here and your skirmish map, it also includes some rules, so mini campaign, like the component limitations, the new hidden condition, and how the skirmish attachments work. And then on the other side we have Into the Unknown, so this is the rules for playing the new side mission. So you definitely don't want to throw this rule sheet away because you won't be able to play the side mission if you do, so don't lose this. So, onto the cards you get with the set. So, first of all, I'll show you the agenda cards. So we have Quiet Entry. Keep this card secret. During any mission, you may spend an influence to play this card when you deploy a trooper or spy group. Each figure the deployed group gains 2 movement points and becomes hidden. Then either discard the card or shuffle it back into the agenda deck. We'll go through hidden in a moment when we get to the condition card. Yeah, that extra movement, that could be really good for initial burst of speed entering onto the map, because usually your deployments are a bit far away from the rebels usually, so useful. Trip Mine, keep this card secret. Play it after heroes are deployed during any mission. Roll a green die. Each figure on the entrance token suffers damage equal to damage results and strain equal to the surge results. Then each of those figures becomes bleeding. And as always, discard or shuffle. That's a really nasty trip mine, because it really tilts the rebel players if the opening move, before they've even done anything, they're already bleeding over the floor. So I like that one because I'm evil. Misdirection, keep it secret. During any mission you may spend a so is an influence to play this card at the start of an Imperial group's activation. Place all figures on the map from that group as close as possible to a single active deployment point. Nice. Sorry for getting that symbol wrong. My mind's gone completely blank. Feel free to shout at me in the comments about what symbol that is, I just can't remember. So the ISB Infiltrators themselves. So cost of 5, reinforce of 3. They have for surges, hide, which is the new condition, +1 damage and +2 accuracy. And then they have action, coordinated raid. Another figure in your group may interrupt to perform an attack targeting a hostile figure in your line of sight. Limit once per group per round. So that's good, there's some extra bit of attack going on there in one go. 4 health, so not the healthiest unit out there. 4 speed, 1 white defense die, and then blue and green on the attack. So I think they're quite an interesting group to be used. The coordinated raid, a little bit of serpent needed on that, but I quite like them as like a couple of little cheeky little, you know, as they are called, infiltrators. And then we have the elite version, so 7 and 4 for costs, and you've got Surge's Pierce 1 and Hide, Surge's 2 damage, and Surge's Pierce 1 and 2 accuracy, so we're adding piercing all over the place. They have coordinated raid as before, but they also now have Surge for Deadly, so apply -1, I can't remember the name of that symbol either, I do really badly in this video, sorry, to the defense results, so that's the outright cancel the attack basically. So I just can't remember the name of the symbol. I'm really sorry. Is it dodge? Again, feel free to shout at me in the comments. 6 health, 4 speed, white defense, blue and green on the attack. So the health goes up by 2, but all the other stats stay the same on them. And that deadly, it's a deadly ability for getting the surge on this, so I like the elite version. We then have the skirmish upgrade cross training. So it's trooper only. The groups gain the spy trait, and when an attack targeting you is declared, you can replace one die in your defense pool with a white die. So that's quite a nice little upgrade to have there. We have Into the Unknown mission card, so this adds the side mission Into the Unknown, with the reward being the Cautious Approach. And then we have Counter Slice as our mission card for the skirmish. A figure can retrieve a tap. A figure carrying a tap can interact with a databank to flip the databank coloured side up or grade side up. Each player can flip a maximum of 1 per round. At the end of each round, each player gains 5 VP for each coloured databank he controls and 2 VPs for each grey he controls. And then infiltration games. A figure can retrieve a tap that matches the colour of its deployment zone. A figure carrying a tap can interact with the panel to place the tap on the panel. That tap is installed. Limit 1 tap installed per round though. Taps cannot be installed adjacent to taps of the same colour. And a figure can attach an installed tap. Health 5, defense 1. At the end of each round, each player gains 4 VPs for each tap he is installed. So lots of the word tap being utilised there. Those could be quite some interesting missions to play through. The counter slice I think is the one that I like the most of, because the idea of just flipping those tokens backwards and forwards as you fight over them, I like that. And then on to the small cards. So we have Cut Lines, Spy, used at the start of a status phase. Players cannot draw command cards during this round. So yeah, that's an interesting one to sort of limit what your opponent's doing, especially if you're playing some of the new discarding effects. Strategic Shift. Action, a player of your choice shuffles their hand of command cards into the deck and draws 2 cards. That's just mean. Com Disruption. Use when a command card with the cost of X is played. X is equal to or less than the number of friendly spy groups on the map. Discard that card and cancel its effects. So yeah, that could be very disruptive to your opponent's plans. So, Data Theft. Action, choose a command card in your opponent's discard pile. Once during this round, you may play that card as though it was in your hand. Wow, this could be a dead card to have if your opponent's not playing anything you can utilise, but I bet most of the time that's really going to annoy your opponent. And then we have the condition card Hidden. So this is a new condition, it's beneficial. While defending, apply -2 accuracy to the attack results, so you're harder to hit. And while attacking, apply +1 surge to the attack results. And as always, with these the ones, after you resolve an attack, discard the condition. So yeah, that's quite cool. The +1 surge is really nice on the attack results, but my favourite is the -2 accuracy, just because it makes you that little bit harder to hit. And then we have the reward card, Cautious Approach. During your activation, you may spend a movement point to recover a strain, limit twice per activation. That's really useful to be able to do that. So it can give you access back to some of your Anastria abilities. And we have Tactical Advance. So this is a reward, it's an attachment action. Another figure in this group gains 2 movement points and becomes hidden. Ooh, that's nice. A little bit of a Ramboing thing for a group, but that's really cool. So there we go. That's all the cards. The figures wise, so these are the 2 Infiltrators. They are both identical models. There is nothing different about them. So I'm just going to zoom in on one. It's quite an interesting pose he's pulling. You kind of see what they're going for. Again, it's I can't decide if I do really like the pose on this one or not. It's a little bit of a strange one. As always though, the detailing is very good. There's lots of like little pouches and bags and buckles and stuff. You can really see like the influence of the trooper armor on there, but it is different enough so it stands out. I really like the model like overall. In general, it's just that pose I don't know, it's like an in-movement pose, but it seems like a strange frame to have referenced. I'm also going to compare it, by the way, to the to the Agent Blaze, which is the ISB Interrogator, just to show you what they're like. And you can see the armors are quite different. It's very different, the Interrogator look, but they're also quite similar in terms of the face and the hair and stuff. So, But yeah. So I'll just compare those two for you. So there we go. That's the new Infiltrators. This is probably my favourite one from this new wave of models to come out. I really like all the sort of sneaky stuff in there. I think some very fun cards in there for Imperial players to have access to. This looks great for campaign play. Not 100% sure on skirmish for them because I don't play the skirmish. I'm not entirely sure how beneficial these would be to you, but I really like the look of that skirmish mission. So there we go. So yeah, so there you go. That's everything in the ISB Infiltrators Villain Pack. So remember, all the individual components you've seen here can be bought and sold on our website, bigorbitcards.co.uk. Remember to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.